Coming straight out of Ecamm. This is a jam of the Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam is the name of the sham. This is a jam of the Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam is the name of the sham. This is a jam of the Ecamm fam. It's a jam of the Ecamm fam. This is a jam of the Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam is the name of the sham.
Hold it, stop the music!
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Can I please have your attention?
Now showtime, are you ready? Are you ready for start time?
Let's find out. Ready, let's go.
Skirt, skirt. What is up, people? What is up? What is cracking with you? And welcome to the Ecamm Demo. Now, hold on, we gotta do this here thing right now. Now, first, let's start by Stream Deck. Why are you not on? Hold on. Why do you give me problems, Stream Deck? What are you doing? Oh my God. I could do it without the Stream Deck, but why? You know what I'm saying? That's the better question. Why? Why does the Stream Deck not power on? There we go. Now we are cooking with Palm, and we are cooking with the Palm. All right, come on. What's up, Tots? Tatiana is in the building. All right. Yo, you know what I discovered, gang? Here's what I discovered. Let me show you. I bought this Anchor thing too because I was checking out, different desktop chargers so that I could rock the cool standby mode, when I'm ready to do my thing. This fits right behind the Stream Deck Plus, and then you can get the angles together so that they sit kind of like this. Hold on, wait. When I show you, look at there. Wait, a little bit more with the level. I'm on a new level. So look, I can sit it right on the back of the Stream Deck shelf, and it's kind of perf. So when it's like chilling back there, look at that. Is that just freaking madness? So I know my other Anchor charger scared you guys at 150. This guy's only $30. So you could throw your, if you got a Stream Deck Plus, you can throw your iPhone back there, and it looks like cool on your desk. Just saying. All right, now we're straight. Look, we're still doing some minor adjustments because the other thing that's crazy, this is just funny to me. People often posit the question, like, how good a M whatever computer can run Ecamm. Okay, so just so we know, I'm running a M1 Max Studio, right? 64 gigabytes of RAM, and then watch this madness right here. I forgot to close all of my apps before we started Ecamm. So now you can see, even with all myriad of craziness popping, Ecamm don't care. Bam, 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 bam. Let's just shoot the GIF all the way across. That's just pure psychoness. Look, even got Final Cut open. Out of here. Safari. Nope. There we go. That's what we need. That goes to show you how dope these M machines are. You know, in the past, if you did something crazy like that, your machine would start crying. Absolutely tears. All right. All right. We got Easy HT Tech in the building. So welcome to the show, Graham. One of the new kids with the block. Oh, yeah. Hold up. We got to do one more switch. Today is Veterans Day. So let me throw on my hat. Big ups to people like myself and all the rest of us that swerved. There you go. Now we're good. Now we're ready. Now we are ready. So this is Ecamm Demo. We're going to run you through the program real quick. Like one thing to remind you, if you look at my desk and you see all of my little windows, this might begin to freak some of y'all out. It's okay. You kind of don't need to have all of them at one time if you don't need to. I personally like all of mine open so I can just grab what I got to grab. I don't have to go hunting for anything. But some people, they get freaked out by having this much windows swimming at the same time, right? Not me. What? See, this people who say that have like one email account, maybe two. I am admin for like 17 servers. The majority of that is server updates. So I go in once every 3 months and clean them. I look at them. If it's not alarming, I ignore it. Then I come around to it. Some of the server updates are just like, oh, we've updated your SQL libraries. Oh, we backed up your backup. So don't get it twisted. Like the server update things generate a lot, you know, whatever. So when you're admin, it's like that. I used to do inbox zero. I still kind of for my personal stuff, but yeah. I did not have any NDI apps open. I tolerate NDI. Not my favorite thing. It works, but yeah. I use cables. 24/7. So I didn't have any NDI app open. All right, let's get in. So I'm laughing. Oh yeah, there you go. That's right, Dina Serve. There you go. Let's see what we got. What we got. All right, cool. Everybody's good. Let's dive in. What do we want to do today? I have so many scenes left over from doing the affiliate training. I have kind of a mess. Let me go in 86, all of those. And then let's build that. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's start. So, where'd he go? AC, if you got questions, you let us know. Most of these people have seen this thing 5,100 times. So you are in charge of questions today. And anybody else that's new lurking in the background, you guys are in charge of questions. You spit it out. We'll fix it. We'll fix it together. Thank you, Gretchens. Oh my God. Okay, listen. I have to run something by you guys just because I need to know point blank, yes or no. Like it's starting to grind some gears, and it shouldn't. Actually, I want to show you how to build it. See, here we go. There we go. Thank you, Chris. Let me explain it. There you go. Oh, there you go. 7 is cute. 7 is cute. But anyway, Chris, so the easiest way to explain this is it stands for Network Device Interface, which doesn't mean anything to what it actually does. NDI allows a piece of video equipment like such to send its signal and its sound across the network to a different location. So, for instance, if I have both my phones, I can take this phone right here, no cables, no wires, and I can open up a program called NDI HX Capture on my phone. It looks like that. And what it will do is broadcast whatever is seen on this screen to this computer completely wirelessly. So now that it's running, if I were to come down here on the bottom and click on this camera, I could see my phone in this list of things. And there's my phone. So then I could drag my phone on to here and, of course, select the appropriate shape because it's tall. And then anything that I were to display on this phone makes it to here completely wirelessly because we're on the same network. Most people have NDI devices, they just don't realize they do. If you have a Ring camera, NDI. If you have a baby monitor, NDI. If you have a condo or a building project that's swanky enough to let you see folks pulling up to your gate from your TV, NDI. So it's been around for a hot minute. And what a lot of people try to do, like right now in this office, to do this through NDI versus plugging in the cable, it works until it doesn't. And in streaming, you wire everything that you can possibly wire. You only use wireless when you have no other option. And people don't do that because lazy, cheap. And then when it doesn't work, they go, Ecamm broke all of my stuff. Ain't our fault. You should use a cable. So, but yeah, it's just one of those things. That's why NDI is a brilliant piece of technology, but it's not really good for this, right? And the people that use it on a regular basis in professional shows and whatever, they have taken the time to build a network that is rock solid, right? So in my little office, my network is relatively gangster, but I don't have a $150 Best Buy router. I have a $600 router and a $700 switcher and like a $300 extra switcher. It's all 10 gig. And yeah, it's a different game because I come from that space. So I know how important it is. So I'll buy that kind of stuff. People are trying to do NDI in their studio with their $100 router and then they get mad when it doesn't work. So that's why. Anyway, especially churches trying to do it because they want to connect the camera all the way to the back. But a lot of the houses of worship will buy internet equipment that's designed for your house when this technically should be buying the stuff that's built for a business. My equipment is built for a business. And I only bought it because I put this in other people's systems. So I want my system to match my client systems so that way I can suss out any problems. So yeah. It wasn't intended just to be a studio flex. It just so happens to work in my favor. I still have a couple of big IT clients I support, so I have commercial grade internet equipment in my house. Well, that's not my house, my office. Anyway, let's go. Let's build some scenes. This is a brand new scene. Yours would be something like this, except for you won't have a background. I have an idea. Let's start building something kind of holiday-y-ish to get us ready for that. How about that? How about we do that? I know what I was going to do. I was going to ask you guys a question. Listen, in order to ask you this question, I have to build it. So let me put this back where it came from, and then let's start to build the scene. So we're going to make a new scene, and that's going to be this. When you start out, yours might look like this when you make a new scene. This is a no-no. If you have yours, every time you make a new scene, if you can see your face, stop what you're doing because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to. There are very few rules in Ecamm. Most things in Ecamm are try it. The only hard, fast rule I say, one, plug in everything possible, skip wireless, even continuity camera, Apple UQ, but stop. Go into here under preferences. It's Command comma. For those of you brand new, if you look in this side of my window over here, there's keystrokes. Whenever I hit a keystroke, you can see it. Okay? So come over to the video tab A and change this to blank. It comes starting out as camera so that somebody brand new doesn't open up Ecamm and can't see their face. But as soon as you get it, open it up, go to preferences, hit this, and go like that. Change it to blank. If you can't find preferences, it's in the bottom of the list over here where you can do a little something like that, and then you can see preferences, see command comma. All right, change it to blank. That's the only rule that I would say is a rule. The reason why is every time you make a new scene, sometimes you want to build your overlays. You got your cameras in position, your text boxes, your shapes, everything is real. You make a new scene, and there's your face, and all the stuff is laying on top of your face, and it just messes people up. So I say start it at blank, Command Shift B. Boom. So now, why you look funny? Command Shift B gives us this blank screen. Now we're going to put us a background up in there. Eric says, yeah, wireless is just not for Michigan. Yep, learn shooting film with Komodo using iPhone 100%. 100%. I like the dude, my friend, my shooting partner, Brad, he bought the red Android just to stick it with the Komodo. I was like, man, you're psycho. Just use a phone. Anyway, so I'm gonna put this background here for a second just so that we can build. There's a couple ways. I'm gonna grab this camera here from the camera switcher. If you don't see the camera switcher, it's up here. Tweet. There's a little thing. Boom. It says camera switcher. Right? Hey, stop that. Ooh, not working. Anyway, let me back that out. So that's camera switcher. It's there. Right? So you can just grab your camera and drop it in. You could also, over here in the overlays panel, click on the little camera guy there to add another camera. Okay, I like to use the camera switcher, but that's just me. So for this particular scene, I'm gonna make this small, and then I'm gonna put on, I'm gonna put on a little screen. This is gonna be my second monitor. And I'm going to show you Google Chrome by selecting on the little pencil. Come over here, select Google Chrome. Okay, so this is my question. Should I read one of these? That's not that big a deal, but I've been thinking about it. It's been in the cart for a couple of days, and the purple is, not butch enough, but I'm like, red would be a good second option. Throw a Manchester sticker on it. I'm seriously thinking about it if I should get a red one of these. Anyway, so while we up in cheer, let's go to this. Dude, I don't want to sign in again. I'm busy. Give it a second to load. Do. Coo. Close the pencil. Why are you not loading? Let me erase this and boom, load. Yes. All right. I agree. Yes, I am me. Woolpat says, I use scenes and folders a lot. I find it hard moving scenes about, especially going folder out of folder. Yeah, there's an easier way to do it. Don't do that. You're as what would Steve Jobs say? You're holding it wrong. Okay, so let's ask some questions back. Why are you moving them in and out of folders? That's the question. So why are you moving in and out of folders? Why are you doing this while you're building, or are you trying to do this while you're showgramming? And yeah, are you using profiles? That's the better question. Are you using profiles? Let's start there. Okay. So what are we looking to build? We're going to make something new, and let's just hit the plus, and we're going to go 16 by 9 landscape gangster. Yes. Then we're going to go to media. And then we're going to say, boom. La, la, la. I'll probably change this, but I'm just doing this for simplicity right now. That one looks kind of cool. Yeah, that one looks kind of cool. I'm going to just do that. But what I'm going to do is make it so it's barely the edge. Barely the edge. Okay. Gangster, we're going to call that a day. I was me, which I am, what would I do to this? I would click that. I would go to effects, and then I would do something like this here. Yes. Or make it even more subtle, like that. Okay. I like it. That was good. Don't tweak on it, Doc. Stop tweaking, because you know me. I'll start tweaking. And then I'm going to go to my adjustments, and I'm going to just soften it up because it don't need to be that sharp. You get what it is without it being what it is. All right, cool. That's it. See? I'm done. I'm done. Let's give it a chance to finish thinking so I can download this, and now we can build. Yes, building and to reorganize the order. Okay, if you're not live and you're just building, here's how you do it. Super simple. Pick this up for where it is, put it where it is, make it bigger, grab these, and then follow the blue line, right? The other option is take your computer. I just put that out of the place. Take your computer, hold down the control key. Let me go back to me. Okay, hold down the control key, take your finger on the scroll wheel, and embiggen it so that you can see. And now you can see. Take your mouse and then move things to and fro because you're not live. So nobody can see. So scroll that sucker till it's like, Paul Duncan blind, and then move it around. And then all you got to do, scroll it back to normal, and then put this back to where it said it came from. Now, I do understand that for those of us of a certain vintage, this interface is rather small. Ken and Glenn know this, and they are working on scalable interface. But when they started on it, we had other fish that needed frying, so they fried those fish first, which fully understandable, right? So yeah, literally just scroll wheel, control key, hold, scroll until your brain hurts. You can get down to pixels, right? You can also do what I do. Damn it, stop messing up that window. Sorry, gang. No, I broke it for real now. Oh, you jerk face. My scroll wheel on this Logitech is Psycho, so it scrolls really, really fast. So if I don't stop it with my finger and then I roll it into the window, it makes my window scale. Yeah. Gamer mouses are great, but they're also a pain in the butt. Mice, not mouses. Anyway, so that's how you do that. Now, let's put my new scene back to where it goes. And I am going to take my little thing that I just downloaded, and I'm going to move it in, because in Ecamm, you can just pick these things up and drag them in place. So I have a folder on my computer that I call the Ecamm Assets folder. This is where I keep all of the Ecamm assets, right? So now there's my new guy, Puyaka. We're going to put that right there. And we're going to, now, this is important, super important. Let me embiggen this here. Back to what we're talking about. Right now, this is only going to show in this particular scene, right? So if I were to make a new scene, I lost my gifts, right? Because in order to make it stay with every scene, you have to put it in show in the background, okay? So I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to pick this baby up, and I'm going to drag it to show in background. And then I'm going to rename it. Bam. Now we're cooking with Pam. Oh, Command Option 8 returns you to your last zoom size. Thank you. Thank you. The icon is, I'm just loving the icon. I'm just saying. Okay, so now this is back there. Now it won't move around. It's going to stay in place. You know what I mean? I don't know about that weird little white smidgen I left on the side, but we're going to ignore that because we don't care for now. And then we're just going to build. So let's pop over here and grab a camera, Toyaka, throw it into place, hit that. I'm gonna switch it to Squircle, and then I'm gonna unembiggen it to about yo big. I'm gonna put it right here. And then I'm going to hit the text box down here in the bottom. You'll see there's a new dynamic text overlay. I'm gonna hit that, start the typing. That is me. Bam. Now, this is strangeness. Don't know why it works. It's just pretty much flawless. Take your subtitle line and drop it down a single number. Really weird. Fonts are hella mathematical, and believe it or not, they like to work in multiples of 8. It's just the way fonts are. It has to do with pixels and pixels being square and not round. It's just math. Fonts work best in multiples of 8. People tend to not know that, and they do weird stuff. But anyway, it is what it is. So once you have that in place, I'm going to go ahead and prettify mine the way that I like to do it because, you know, I'm a weirdo. And then, got that. Take this line right here, do one of these, hit it with an extra light, booyaka. Then I'm going to get real sick with it, highlight the Ecamm word, come over here, pull up my swatches, and then let's do the orange, and then pull this right here and do the light blue. Boom. Now we're cooking with Pam. Boom. Let's shrink this down to size. I like to shrink it to roughly 80% of my little thing, and then pull this amongst here, and then shrink it back to 80%. And I call that just round about perfect. You can do whatever you want. That's my quick math. I don't want to sit here and calculate this all day. And then so that's how we do it. This is how we do it. Actually, I'm going to move this wider. This is how we do it. All right, we're calling this a day. We're going to stop tweaking because I will tweak on this all day. It's just me. Now, I'm going to come here and I'm going to find my Ecamm logo, drag, drop, unembiggen, using my little fancy scroll wheel here. Pick it up, put it in place, embiggen it, line it back up. Don't move you. You stay there. Perfection. Okay. Now, we got this all working, and going back to what Woolpat said, let's put it in the folder. Keep it organized. You got to keep them separated. All right, so I'm going to click this here. Ooh, I know there's an update, Alfred. Shut up. I'm going to press this little folder icon down here, and then I'm going to double click in here and type host. Bang. Wait. And then I'm going to put in my Ecamm, my text, my camera. Why? This matters. If you look here at the bottom where it has my name, if I stuck the camera on top, that's just bad, right? So the order matters. Okay? Once I have it all in there, I'm going to hit the little lock. That keeps it all chained together. So now they stick together like glue. I don't really care what them ones say. I don't really watch what them one do. Right? Now they stick to the girl like glue. Number 2. Now, all you gotta do, this finger, option key, tweet, make you another. So simple. So simple. Literally, you guys, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. Here's a little secret about a man named Jed. Sometimes I get to being in my zone and I'm auto zone doing something, and then I remember, oh snap, I have to do this recording with this interview. I can make that little layout without talking to you in probably under 60 seconds. Why? Because I've done it 5,100 times. We have been doing a live stream, and Keely and Rich decided to call from the Texas State Fair, and I can just make that bing, 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 bingo, bango, pickle, mango, just have it ready to go in seconds. You should practice building your scenes till you can do them drunk, blindfold, high, stupid. If just because having to fumble on the fly and it's not like second nature, yeah, that's not a thing. It's just really not a thing. I am pretty positive that Dina could crack a dozen of eggs while talking to you without even looking. Just like that. That's the level of practice you should have with building your scenes. Take your show as it sits and get in the practice of rebuilding every one of those scenes until it's like butter. Don't do it, Eden. Don't do it. I know what you're thinking right now. Do not do it because it's already getting in my head right this second. Oh, come on, Kills. Practice makes confidence. Oh, you guys want to see something stupid while I'm building this here? Wait, did I get rid of it? I did get rid of it. That's okay. We'll build it again. So now we got this. Let's set up our second person. Man, you should learn how to spell, Doc. Awesome practice. Yes. You know what? I'm going to show them how to make backups of their stuff. That's a good idea, Dina. Thank you for reminding me. So let me look at my Ecamm folder. Did I keep Santi's face up in here? No, I didn't. You're dumb. He's stupid. Okay, let me go get one real quick. I told myself the last time, remember to keep that face. Open image in a new tab. Boom. All right, cool. Let's go. Grab a picture of Santi. Drop him in there. And then we're going to embiggen it to the right size. This Santa doesn't look like George like the other one. Sorry, George. Okay, let's do this again. Now you're like, what the heck are you doing this for? So I tell everybody this, it's really handy and it comes in extra handy. If your guest has a problem and your guest drops out, it's really nice to have a photo because what you can do is take this photo, drop it in the guest area right behind the camera. So then when I have the camera on there, if the guest disappears, the photo is there, right? And it's no different than if you watch Mike in the Morning or some other show, like, you know when they do the interview and the person has a bad signal, they just put their face and it says, like, you know, Chris Kringle calling in from the sleigh. You know what I mean? So if you can, when you get your headshot from your guests, put them at the back of the camera and line them up with your boxes. You might have to cut the image to fit better, but it's really, really handy just in case the guest drops out, you don't have a hole in the scene. Because right now, if my guest drops out, it would look like this, and that just looks all sorts of weird. So if you put the photo back there, then boom, it looks better. You know what I mean? Boom. All right. David, you slow. Or did you just get here? Wait a minute. You ain't got to catch up. See? Come on, Eden. I see how you do. All right, so let me show you this real quick. Dina had a very good point, and somebody had kind of posited this question in what those people's name? Anna and Fortunes the other day. So you got all your scenes together, Wool Patch, and you're about to make some changes. Before you F it up, let me show you what to do. All right, so let me come over here and Puyaka. No. Ooh, I just saved the photo. I forgot I set that hotkey. Here, you have all your scenes. There's a little button down here on the bottom. If you press this button, it says export the selected scene, okay? Also, you can highlight multiple scenes. Let me close that, go like that, and then do the same thing. It's going to give me the opportunity to export all of these scenes, right? Oh, I see you don't want to move. So this is going to be all of these scenes. But I'm going to show you the dock way just because it's simpler. So you got a couple options. You can grab this whole thing from here to here as a whole swoop, pick it up, drag it to the desktop, turn it loose, boom, they're all there. Wait, let me do this. Let me 86 that. Batman them, all the scenes are right there. That's one way, okay? And these are the individuals, right? So every individual scene is there. If I were to go over here to the side and select my Mahalo scene, oi, see this Mahalo scene right here? I could take it, I could turn it loose. Boom, she gone. Look, now it's missing. But if I wish to put it back, all you gotta do is double tap. Boom. That simple. So easy. So simple, so easy. Now, other option. Let me grab all these bad boys, turn them loose, because I don't like stuff on my desktop. You can also just drag one like that, right? One at a time. That's cool, right? The other way that I did it, which is select all of these bad boys and then hit the little share icon down here and then be like, boom, save it to the desktop. There it is. So this one scene contains all of those scenes, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So if I were to do something hella stupid, like come over here, switch this camera on, move this bad boy, come here. Oh, you know why? It's trying to name it. That's why that happens. Okay, grab that. And then let's say I were to do something really stupid, like select all of these and throw them in the trash. So now I have one scene. One scene. Look at that. Only one scene. For temporariness, I'm going to remove the overlays panel. I'm going to put this next to it just so y'all can see. And then I'm going to embiggen this like such. And then watch. All I got to do, double click this. Poof. They're all back just like that. So let me 86 that. That's how you do it. This is how you do it. Right? Super simple. Easy peasy stuff. Now, the other opportunity that you have, let me put my overlays back, is up here in profile, you can export the current profile, which will carry all of your scenes, right? It includes stream size, frame rate, aspect, quality. Okay? And then you can just say, Puyaka. And then now it's done. Now, yours takes a long time. It's because you have a lot of kit. And the reason why it takes a long time is, like you said, it basically carries everything. You cannot package fonts. Packaging fonts is illegal. So you can't do that. Most of the other assets will travel, okay? Your settings, if you do profiles, it's your settings, your security, your RTMP keys, stream URLs, like I had it set for 4K, the whole 9 yards, right? How do you back up methods? Couple different reasons. I do both because real pimps choose both. Profile is the easiest way. But let's say I just want to build one thing that's in that profile. You know what I mean? So like I don't need the whole thing. I just want to take this scene here and set it up with like a different look for like a different party, right? I'm doing my Japan stream and I want to be like this and hell with Chris. You know what I'm saying? So if I double click the profile, you know, all I needed was this, right? Because I can go ahead and change the color, change the fonts, whole 9 yards. So dragging the individual scene is better. So when I build a show, like when I sent the flow to Luis, I sent the profile, but I also sent all the individual scenes, and then I also sent the mechanics. You know what I mean? So that way, when he wants to go set it up, messing around with with wool patch, I done messed up my cuteness. Can't have that. Come here. See, this is me. I get to like wanting everything to be exactly lined up, and it can cause drama. Because the OCD is strong with the force. Anyway, so yes, I like to just package them like that. So yes, I do both. I mean, for the amount of time it takes, it kind of makes no sense not to do both. You know what I mean? It's a better, to me, it's the best way to go. So let's put Chris back. All right, now we're gravy. All music, sound effects will be copied too. See, Woolpatch, your fault. You just broke my whole stuff. How to chords, can you grant? No, not yet. That is something that we've been working on, something we've been looking at in some remote production, but your co-hosts are there just to talk story with you. So at this moment in time, don't do it, Doc. You are running the show. Now, that being said, man, this might work. I need 2 people to call me. Then that way I can show Easy Tech how we normally do it. If I can get 2 folks to call, then we can do this. If only one person call, it's kind of hard to do. Listen, when we do the show on Tuesday, I'm going to explain this in theory. If I can get 2 people to call, I'll show you how to do it in real time. When we do the show on Tuesday, it's called The Flow. It's the Ecamm podcast, right? It's just how we get down. Let me do this real quick. Let me pop in one of me again. Again, I'm going to tell you, building these scenes should be so fast, you shouldn't even feel it, right? Boom. Grab the screen share overlay, put it where you want it. There's one. We got Paul. We've got Paul. Let me pop in headphones. Paul, don't talk yet. Turn the speakers down. Wait. Speakers always go down, people. And you ain't got no business using those speakers when folks call you. Okay? And then now let me press this and that and this and that. Now we're good. Now Paul can speak. You may speak, Paul. Paul's in the green room. Let me assign Paul to guest 1. Boom. Now he's there. Anyway, so let me do this real quick. If I were to go to hit this and drop down to Chrome, new tab. What? Boom. There it is. Yo, my mans is in the building. Both my mans is in the building. I'm going to show you how this is done real quick. All right, so let me change Luigi down here. Luigi is guest twice. All right, so let me show you what we do. Let me do this real fast. Hit the YouTube. Ba-la-la. And then hit the flow. Ecamm live flow. Boom. So on this show right here, what we do on Tuesdays is I call Luis, Katie calls Luis. So on this particular scene, today, Luis, you get to be me. This is what I love about Ecamm. I don't have to press this little pencil. I can just pick Luis up and Puyaka. You know? So there's Luis. All right. And then Paul, speak on it.
That's 1, 2, 3.
Okay. And then Luis.
Ready?
Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay. So Easy Tech High, this is how it's done. Now, these guys are doing the podcast, two old ugly dudes with the handsome producer. And then what we do is, what Luis does is Luis will take this little joint right here, and I don't need it twice, and turn this into a little bubble. I hear nephew playing his game down there. What's up, nephew? All right, so I can have a little bubble like this, right? And then we can put the bubble off because I'm just there as the producer. So these two guys can do their show, and then if for something comes up and they need the producer, I can be like, hey, man, answer the question.
He's always lurking.
So now I'm able to run the chat, be like, what's up, Vic? Long time no see. And then can be like this, what does it do? And then, be like this, be like, what's crack-a-lackin'? You know what I mean? So now I'm running the show. These two guys would be talking about ancient Mesopotamia underwater basket weaving. Or Paul would be asking Luis, like, who holding? Where can he get a quap?
There's only one.
Yeah, that's right. We muted you, Paul. No, Paul, your audio is tripping, but that's not our fault. No biggie. Anyway, so that's basically how you do it. Now we're here. We're going to go back to building with speed again. And let's make a new scene. Booyaka. And let's 86 this. Booyaka. And then we're going to hit a tall. Booyaka. And we're going to pull it down. And I never get the math right on this. I just something I always fail at. But we go like that. And then we go like this here. It's about that. And then we go like this here. It's about that. And then all you got to do is throw in the Paul and throw in the Luis. Boom. And then if you want to, you can click on the little pencil here and you can hit the zoom and pan and you can make Luis's head less huge. Actually, we have the same size head. Paul's head
I'll do it.
Zip it. And then go to Paul's head. And then if I wanted to, there you go. I can move the old guy in the middle. And then it's about right. Except for Paul is taller than both Luis and I, but he's shorter in the scene. Paul is way taller than both of us. How do you get a square profile picture when in the chat? I don't know. And I never cared. It happens some days and some days it don't. I honestly don't know, and I don't think it changes anything. I wish I did. I think it just has to do with when you're multi-streaming or not, which I don't do. I can't stand it. I hate it. But yeah, I think, phone is too close to the mic. Sorry. You might have heard a little. So yes, I think it really has to do when you're multi-streaming, it pulls that. I think on YouTube only, it generally comes around. But when you're multi-streaming, I think you will get a square icon. Don't start me lying. I have no idea. And here comes the mean part. At that point, we're majoring in the minor because it doesn't change the value of what you're talking about. So yeah, you can spend time figuring it out or just get better at doing what you do. Because nobody watching is going, I hate this damn stream. He got round avatars. Man, the hell with this guy. Nobody says that. And if they do, you don't want them. So, sorry, I don't have a better answer other than it doesn't matter. I used to be a Virgo once.
But it is true. Most times they're more amazed that you can bring comments onto the screen and trying to figure out how you're doing that instead of whether, the avatar is square or round.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I get it because, like, everybody's trying to, make their streams look this way or that way, and everybody has a certain concept of what they want to go for. I'm just here to put out the info. I don't care what it looks like. Because if I start tweaking, I would never do my show. That is my curse. Has always been my curse. I am somewhat of a okay. Luis was with me in Massachusetts when I was building my little box down here on the floor that has my Mac Mini and stuff in it. Ask Luis how many times I glued and unglued the monitor in the back. It was like, dude,
2 days worth.
Just leave it in there. It took me 2 days to do one step.
2 days worth.
I was cracking out. You know what I mean? I know me, so I protect me from me by learning not to give a dang about such instances. It's kind of crazy. All right, cool. This is dope. So let's talk about some more stuff. I want to show you a common mistake that folks make when they're doing their streams. Okay, Roy's mad at us because we didn't answer his question. I'm joking, Roy. Okay, so right now, Paul, try to say something.
Testing 1, 2, 3. How are you today?
All right,
Do I
that's
sound
cool.
better?
Yes, hold on. Let me pop this in the middle so that everybody can see what we're talking about.
The only problem I see with this whole arrangement is we can't mute you.
Okay, so watch this. I'm gonna not say stuff, and then Paul can talk.
So I'm talking now, and you shouldn't see a level anywhere but on the interview line.
Correct. You see that, people? Now when I'm talking, only I'm doing this. Now, if I set my interface up wrong because I don't know how to read instructions, I refuse to read instructions. I just like blaming Ecamm for everything. Now talk, Paul.
Now you're going to see me talking in two places, which is not what you want to see.
Oh my God, Ecamm is echoing and it's ruining my show.
Operator error.
User error, correct.
Oh God, I think we.
It sounds more
Okay.
exciting at Luis's location.
Yeah, because Aiden is playing his game in the bottom, and he's DJing on the floor right now. I can just tell the video game is playing. Super cool.
24/7, bro.
Luis is like, hey, make it stop. Make it stop. All right, you see that, gang? So when you have your interview settings properly set, what happens if your people are talking, your line at the top here, mine says Rodecaster main stereo, oh God. Why you gotta do that? When I worked at Apple, that was our biggest joke in the background because we're pretty good. We bend over backwards for people, but we would be like, oh, absolutely not. Not today, Carol. Yes, PEBCAC, problem exists between keyboard and chair. The other one, Roy, is the ID10T error. You guys know about the ID10T error? Are you listening to Jeremy, Luis? Or you can't do it because you already called in?
What was that?
Jeremy said you didn't have your crispy on.
Actually, I do. It's only coming through when I speak. But when I'm quiet,
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
the music's not coming through. The only
Yeah,
thing that sneaks through, believe it or not, is when he's playing with a game that's actually speaking spoken word. So if it's an alphabet thing or something like welcome, it's going to come in because it's actually listening to a voice.
It's listening for a voice. Yeah, true. And we'll see, that's the other reason why people think that noise gate is the win. Not really, because it will open when you talk, and so you'll hear the noise when you talk, and then when you don't, it goes away. So it will open and close. So it's like talking to somebody at a concert and they're muting themselves. Every time they unmute, you're going to hear. All don't know what kind of show I was at, but you know. Anyway,
Slipknot.
let's read these questions. Let's read Slipknot. Yeah, we had Slipknot or Spinal Tap. Linking iPhone. My phone links automatically most of the time. Other times I end up putting the cable in. Okay, Wolfpatch. Since you're here today to help us screw up the show, I'm joking. Watch this. Let's roll all the way back to the top of the screen. And here we go. This probably was 2 seconds before you came through. It's in here. Boom. Listen to Eric. Wireless is not for mission critical projects, which is this. Always use the cable. Not sometimes when I use the cable, every day. EVERDAE, every day use the cable. Like it's, I tell everybody in the Ecamm community, do not use
Continuity camera.
Thank you. It got stuck. It got stuck. Never use continuity camera. It's a cute idea. It's not really baked in, and plug in whenever possible because it will do weird stuff, especially that inability to connect all the time. So you know where they cannot not connect is when you have a cable in it. Why? Because cables connect. And yeah, get good cables. Cheap cables will cause problems as well, but good cables and cable it as much as possible. If your phone still has a lightning cable, like you're not on the iPhone 15, you can go up to 15 feet with a lightning cable without too much drama. All right, here we go. Tim says, boom, boom, boom. Does all the guests need an Ecamm account if they want to stream, do their own social profile, or so actually these guys don't need a Ecamm account at all. Paul, can you share your Chrome window, and then I can show Tim what we're speaking on. Let me build this real quick. Boom. Let's build. Again, we're on speed building. Go over here, take this, switch it to squares, as Miss D calls it. Throw it up in the corner. Boom. Pop it. Hold the option key. Pop, lock, and drop it. Pop the option key, pop, lock, and drop it. Pick Louise's face up. Boom. Come over here. Put Paul's camera in the middle. Boom. Change this to 16 by Nizzy. Boom. Pop it right there. Boom. And then go like this. Now, what Paul did was share it in Ecamm, so that's why we lost his face. But, Paul, if you share it through the Chrome guest window, I can leave your face and show your presentation. So do it the other way. Please. Onigai shimasu.
Yeah, because the shared window actually comes in as kind of like another guest, and you'll be able to manipulate that window at your leisure.
Yes. I don't think he
So
can
you want
hear
me to
us. So go back to your camera and share it in the guest window like normal.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
That's because you old.
I'm hearing the amusement park.
Okay, hold on. I said go back to your regular way and share it like the person doesn't have Ecamm, because we're trying to show Tim what happens when they don't have Ecamm. So right now you're sharing it with Ecamm, which hides the magic of Ecamm, if that makes sense.
Sorry. Yes.
Yeah, so basically the only person that needs an Ecamm account is the one broadcasting. Any guest invited through the link do not need to have their own account unless they're looking to do it themselves on their own social medias.
Yes, Vicky, that's Luis's son, my nephew, and it's because when I set this up normally, I'll show you guys super important as well. If we go to this, hold on a second. If we go to here, let me zoom in. I normally start with these. Oy. Now Paul has it correct, and it just moved on me. Paul's still doing it wrong.
Really?
Yes.
Hang
Because
on.
now we don't see your face as Paul. You're still sharing the screen. You're
Trying to find the right tab.
no. On your Chrome, your camera should be set to your camera, not Ecamm Virtual.
Gotcha. Sorry.
Actually, don't take that back. Just come out of live demo mode.
Out of live demo mode?
Yeah, you're in live demo mode, right?
I shouldn't be. No, I'm sharing screen.
Okay, so you're sharing the screen. So pick one window. Don't share the whole screen.
Thank you.
There we go. So
It's
anyway,
a long day.
Vicky, normally what we do is I would put Luis about right here. And then I would put Paul about right here. So that way I have room to adjust them. And also over here, normally I have them about here. I start them at 80, right? It's just that during the interview the other day with Pat, I did it wrong. All right, Paul, just go back to your face. Stop sharing the window. He can't hear me.
Is that the right one?
No, just share your face. He's asking about sharing streams on the guest socials to produce. Yeah, I
Yeah,
got
let me
that
try
now.
something.
Yeah. So, Roy, you where did Tim go? Oh, man, where the heck did there's Tim. See, you know what? We have a search thing. I should just use the search thing. So yes, Tim, in that particular situation, here, let me do this. We don't want Paul to be the main face. That's just obnoxious. This is what I was trying to do. Where did it go? I'm going to assign this to guest 3. Then I'm going to assign this to guest 3. And then I'm going to go like that. That's what we were trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yes, Tim, if you want to do what they're talking about, you got to use Restream or the built-in screen sharing. Let me speak my English. The built-in stream sharing in YouTube. There's built-in stream sharing in Restream. It's in some other places. Now, that's, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I won't get into the coaching as to why you shouldn't do that, but you just shouldn't do it. But if you want to do it, knock yourself out. It's not the best experience. Let's put it that way. All right. If you log into Ecamm guest using Safari, try to change the screen, it'll boot you out. You have to log back in. This is on iOS. If you log in to Ecamm as guest using Safari and try to change, it'll boot you off. Yeah, on iOS you can only use Safari. On Chrome it doesn't matter. You change cameras all day long. That's just the way Safari works. It's a security setting inside Safari. Okay, so we got those couple. Oh yeah, let me show you. Since we're here, let me show you a couple other things we can do. I'm not going to really mess it up too much because I don't think you should do this, but this is what people do. So I could click on Luis, and then let's just say Luis is snitching on the gangs in Miami. I could do that. Then you don't know who he is. I could do that. I can do that, right? So what I did was hit the blur effect. I can hit, actually, let me flip this. Let's put Luis back to normal. And if anybody's old enough to be in black and white, it would be Paul.
I think my audio's fixed now.
There it is. You had the wrong microphone selected?
Yeah, through the login because I
Yeah,
barely
the
call
Chrome
this
login.
way, so
Yeah,
it picked the Roadcaster, listening to all the noise, and it was bypassing crisp.
And that's because you're the producer normally, not calling in.
Exactly. Like I'm
There you go.
always receiving the calls, so
Okay.
I'm already in Ecamm instead of using the browser to do so.
So you guys ready for this? Now we're going to build something that it really pains me to build, but let me go ahead and build this real quick. There you go. Let's just put this over here next to Luis. Because
That was funny because I'm looking at my meter on Ecamm and I'm not seeing like the volume going up, and I'm like, okay, so Crisp is working, except the fact that it wasn't selected. It was just grabbing everything from the Roadcaster.
Yeah, I was trying to message you, and you weren't acknowledging.
Okay, that's about the right color. Let's just go ahead and do that. So now we can leave it like such, and then Keely will know. Keely was right. Yeah, did you get that, Tim? Are we answering the right question that you were asking? First and foremost, we want to make sure that you get the answer. And then second of all, like, do you understand why, although people do it, what normally happens is you will have some people where, imagine we're doing this cool stream right now, and there's a bunch of people watching, a bunch of people chatting. However, you might be the one person or the two people on Paul's stream, and then you have a question and we can't see it. So you're talking to yourself. You over there, hey man, I want to know if you can show me how I can save 15% on my car insurance by switching to Geico. And then we don't answer, and then that person gets a thumbs down, and that person gets a hate comment because they're like, yo, I'm talking to them live. They told me to come to this live, and they're not answering my questions. Because your guest normally can't very well sit here and be a guest and constantly looking at their stream. And then here's the other drama. So Tim came through, he asked his question, I go like this. Somebody asked the question on Paul's stream, and Paul is like, hey, I got a question came in from my stream, and Dave wants to know, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I can't put Dave on the screen. Now Dave is pissed. Dave is like, why do Tim get to be on the screen? Why does Matt get to be on the stream? Why does Jeremy get to be on the stream? And why was Keely right, but I can't be on the stream? So although that level of multi-streaming by letting your guests connect through something else is cute in theory, it normally ruins the experience for the person that's out there on the limb. I forget, don't hold me to this, but I believe with restream pairs, that comments might come back in. I haven't used it for over a year, so I don't remember. That you'd have to double check. So anyway, it's a good idea on paper, not always real deal Holyfield. Okay, so watch this, Matt. Matt said, if I blur Luis over here, right, witness protection, Luis, we're talking to Mr. X from someplace, be known. If I go back to this screen, see Luis is normal. You see, Matt? So now Luis, and that's a good thing to know.
Voice.
Oh, there you go.
Testing, 1, 2. I'm not even here at all.
So
you sound different.
It would be messed up because if we switched over here, I'd be, oh, oops, and now they be coming to Luis' door. Hey, fool, you in there? So, yes, if you do the blurry, the witness protection, you have to put it on every scene or you're going to get your person hurt. So make sure if you do it according to the scene. The other way you could do it, Matt, is if you look down here in the camera switcher, I have Luis set up as camera F. I could come over here and also put this one on Luis, and this is camera H. On this particular unit, I can rock the blur, and they're two separate cameras, but it's the same Luis. You know what I'm saying? So if you're doing something like, oh, Luis is the mystery guest, and then you're going to go to a different scene and reveal who it is without having to touch the, what you call this thing? All right, so let's say we're here. Boom. And we're going to hide Luis here. And then I'm going to take this particular one, and I'm going to do camera F, hit that, hit the blur, crank it up here, and then apply it to any of the scenes that's in. Boom. Then I'm going to put this camera here, So this is Luis the mystery guest. Let's duplicate this scene, and I'll come back up to the top one. And this is wrong, backwards, Doc, you ding dong. And this is Luis, not the mystery guest. So then I would be here. I'll hit my little text box, and then like this. Bam, bam, bam. I got it in here. Line it up. See the little blue line? Let you know that we're centered. And then I'm like, okay, Paul, are you ready to introduce the mystery guest? This guy. So that's it is completely it's completely separate because camera H is the blurry one and the camera F in my particular case is not. Okay, where'd you get that from, Roy? Streamer X likes to leak my Sony camera mic even when I seemingly have it turned off.
Weird.
Here's what you can do for that super simple problem. Let me grab one of these.
My question would be: is the camera's mic going into the?
Streamer
Oh
X,
yeah,
well,
because it's
coming through
going
the
into the
HDMI.
Streamer X.
Through the HDMI. So here's what I would do: take a mic like this, right here. Watch how fast you can do this. I can go like that, and then go like that. Actually, I could even go like that, and then double upside down it twice. You can take a mic like this and take the little cable that comes out and plug it into the camera. And on this mic, I just hit the switch, and then now it's dumb. So even if it's a cheap one, you can get like a $5 knockoff from somewhere and just plug the mic cable in and then, just make it so that the mic doesn't work. And so that way it won't go through because the internal mic will get switched off. Matter of fact, you might just be able to, you know what?
Just
Try this,
plug
Roy.
something in.
Just take this and plug it in
That should block it.
And leave it dangle.
and just
Like, don't let.
like Missy Elliott. Just leave it dangle. We so tight that you get our styles tangle. Can I get freaky tonight? I have so many Sony cameras, I don't remember which hole is the right hole. Never mind. Shut up.
But the thing is, it really does depend on the camera. Sony cameras, you have the ability to go in there into the settings and just turn off the audio completely so that
Boom.
when you're in video mode, you don't even have the microphone turned on. But
Dude, true
if you
story.
don't have that feature, then you can do what Doc is doing, which is literally just putting in a cable into the microphone jack and not connecting it to another microphone. It won't have the feed, so it will be bypassing the internal microphone of the camera and then activating the external, but there's nothing there to receive data from, so it'll just be no signal whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm going to the sound here. I don't know which Sony camera you
But
got because you didn't specificate.
I haven't had one that doesn't have that feature.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
maybe my NEX 6, but going all the way back to my A6000, that was a feature that you can turn off the audio in the video recording section of the settings.
Yes, true story. So
It just says record audio and you go off.
you just go in there and turn it off.
That's it.
Oh, you know why? Because I'm in photo mode. That's why I wasn't showing. Silly boy.
I don't think my 35 millimeter camera has that option.
You are so
And that's why I
silly,
said, like,
Paul.
depending on the camera. But
Hit 35 millimeter. Don't have no video.
Film.
I ain't listening to this. fool.
exactly.
You listen to Paul. Paul have you all kind of messed up. Oh, that's too good. That's too good. There it is. Audio recording. It says audio recording on, Puyaka off. Puyaka. No sound. No sound. Look. Invite one 874. I'm giving it away today. Paul is buying.
How did giving away and Paul buying come into the
There's still a cost to the giveaway.
Yeah. See, that could do it. Dude, it might just be the cable, son. You literally might just have to stick in the cable and call it a day. Like the cable should do it. Or the other option is you could route it to the second channel of the streamer X and just mute it there. Oh, speaking of which, today Rode made a really cool short video. Where's Mystery Guest? They made a short video about Ecamm, which I thought was kind of sort of epic. All right, so let's show you guys one more thing. I think is really helpful. Let me put this back here and 86 Luis's face. And then let me grab a screen share. Puyaka. All right, so I'm gonna show you this real quick. I can, as you notice, I can come here, I can click on the little pencil and slop it down here and go to this, and you can see the whole Ecamm live, I'm showing off this little showgram here. Alternatively, I can click on this particular show, boom, pause that, grab the URL, pop, copy, close the share window. I don't know what nephew is listening to, but it got me cracking up laughing. All right, listen. You can't see this. Here, let me make it so you can see it, because otherwise it sounds crazy until you actually do it. These are one of those things you have to actually do. All right, so I want to show this YouTube video. I'm just going to grab the URL and drop it like it's hot. Just that simple. Dismiss. Drop it like it's hot. Now I can embiggen this window, right? As you can see, this is a live functioning thing. I can click on theater mode, or I can hit full screen, and I could jump to a part where, they doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? And then so Katie them is in there. Now it's catching up. So there's Dave and Katie.
Authors have,
and I mean, it just works. So people often posit the question, how do I, sorry. People often posit the question, how do I share a YouTube video in my stream? Number one, download it. Trust you me, downloading is safer. It's cleaner. But if you're lazy, it's cool. You do you, boo. You could do this. Here, let me get rid of the mouse trash.
Is this what Sudafed withdrawal looks like?
Nah, man, this is just my normal self. It's just my normal self. So yes, you can play the video,
rough drafts.
pause the video, jump around to the next, do whatever. It's like a full functioning joint. You know what? It doesn't even have to be a YouTube video. You can use pretty much any URL that you want. I have not tried this yet. This is a new one. Let's see if this works. Refresh. Okay, let me grab a URL. I'm gonna drop it in. Puyaka. Da-da-da-da. Some websites don't work, and that's just because they have custom programming that doesn't like the mini browser. But it's a full functioning Chrome browser, so it should work, right? And then, look, now I can actually manipulate this. And so I'm showing you how to use Auphonic, right? I might go over here and say, try Auphonic. Let's see, is it working? Work. This one's dumb. This one doesn't really work good. Yeah, like I said, some will work better than others. It really depends on the site. In this case,
they updated the website.
Yeah, they did. They did. Like a couple of days ago. And I gotta take it back, a couple of weeks ago. But it messed me up because stuff ain't where it's supposed to be, and my fingers are just no. I've been using Auphonic for over 10 years, so I know where everything at, and it's not there. I'm like, damn it, who told you to move the furniture? It's like after your mom's rearranged the house, and you come in the house, late at night, possibly inebriated, and then crashing the stuff. So there is that. There is that. All right. Y'all got any more questions for me and my people? Kick this one here for me and my DJ. I'll give y'all a couple more questions to posit your questions, A couple more questions. Deposit your questions. Damn, you just foul. What has been the most common thing you've been seeing people run into recently, Paul and Luis?
Echo, or what
That's
they're calling
always
echo.
just because they don't know
slapback.
how to use their stuff. That's not-
No, I was thinking, I'm like, mostly editing stuff is what I've been dealing with, but that's what I'm known for as well. So that's why they come to me for
That's
that.
what they call it. Ask you
So
that
those
question.
are
Yeah.
so that's mostly what I've been fielding, but I haven't I'm still running kind of like behind the eight ball with all the projects and the things that I need to do as far as like coming back even from creator camp. So for me it was creator camp, then the workshop, and then just the projects that I've had and the stuff, that's to come, the cyber weekend and all those things that I'm working on right now, that all I've just been doing is just hunkering down, got the blinders on, and been, doing editing stuff.
Man, it's super funny because right after I came back, immediately started doing stuff and then got sick. Oh, streaming on X now includes chat. Man, me and X are having fun. All right, looks like no questions. Cool, we can stop playing then. Uh, can Ecamm make my stream dope button? Matt, you silly. Yes. I know you know better than anybody else, but 9 times all out of 10, the only thing anybody needs to do to make their stream dope is to bring it back down. When we were at camp, I had this great conversation with one of the classes. I think it was the yellow team, Mary Lou's team. And we were talking about every dude and every girl at one point in time was told that they have to go somewhere kind of important, right? And, it might be, oh, Luis is getting an award today, so we got to get, suited up. We're going to go out to dinner. We're going to go sit at this table and be there to represent Luis when he wins this award. So what do? We dig into the closet. Paul pulls out the old gray jacket with the elbow patches, the English teacher joint. Some angel flights, I got my pinstripes out. We doing all kind of crazy things. And you go through like 6, 7, 8 outfits. And at the end, you go, you know what? Let me just throw on black slacks, white shirt, and a tie. Boom. The girls' version, let me go to my little black dress. And you walk in, everybody like, damn, you look fly. Oh man, you looking good today, whatever. So you originally started out in your closet like way deep trying to find all kind of special outfits, and you go to the one that's guaranteed, and it's the most basic. It's just like a good steak don't need nothing but salt and pepper, nothing else. The reason why you put all kind of heavy seasoning is because you got cheap ass beef. So what a lot of people need to realize is bring your thing back to basics and get your show exciting with just your skill of knowing your topic, covering your information, giving the people what they want. After that, you can get cute, because fancy icing on nasty cake, still nasty cake. My new thing is everybody needs a little black dress their stream. Yes, I have actually, and it is dope. You know what, Tim? Check this out. I have, and it is quite amazeballs. Let me go. YouTube here, and then my name is Doc Brock, and Magwell. Bam. Look at. We go to here. Name your scenes. Let me do this. Pop this.
It's going to be
you
disappointed
be
in you.
Who?
Anna. Not
I
naming
know.
your
Oh, yeah,
scenes.
she will. 'Cause
For about
I,
$1 a day, this new company will ship you compostable zipper
I should
bags
click on this
and give you
commercial
free
because
trash
it's my
bags
ad.
for life.
Fact, Americans use over 100
Hey, welcome to the Major booth here at NAB 2023. Want to show you our new USB Fusion multi-input capture and mixing device. Now, first of all, let me give you some background. A lot of you might already know our capture cards. Take an
Isn't that
HDMI
cool?
or SDI signal.
This thing right here
Do
is super
picture-in-picture.
So what it does is, you know how like on this what do you call this thing I have over here? The quad HDMI recorder. This can pull in 2 signals, but it can also take your presentation and then you can control your presentation from here and switch your 2 control signals. So you could be on the big screen like at church or like at some, like a Michael Hyatt type joint when you're walking around the stage and you just have an iPad mini in your hand and you can interact with your slides and then switch your cameras. So this camera is looking live to the audience and then he has a presentation going like over here and you can John Madden the presentation. This thing is super sick. Yes, and it's a dope little box.
You could John Madden.
Hi mom, there's a turducken.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, exactly on A5 Wagyu lady, all you actually need is salt, maybe a little dash of wasabi, but not that green stuff y'all know about, the real deal Holyfield. She gonna try to check me on Wagyu. Egan, listen, lady, you know who you speaking at? You know I am the Wagyu king, miss. Messing around with me. Matter of fact, I'm going back in 2-3 weeks. I'll be back again. Back street, back. All right. Yo, your man is tripping. Your man is tripping. Listen. Okay. I just need to know if any of y'all have any more questions before me and Eden start fighting. I just want to know.
I don't see any more.
All right, cool. We're gonna get. Let me just go ahead and pull this out real quick. Hold on. What happened? Come on, internet. Don't be weird. Don't be cruel. Here you go. Check this out, Eden. Look at that.
You're making me hungry.
Right? That's not even fair.
Dude, you wanna know what's crazy? You know what a steak like that costs?
Probably, let me know if I'm correct. I would say, depending on the exact weight, between 300 to 400.
Yeah, just under. Well, right now, because the dollar to yen conversion rate is a little in our favor, but yeah. And it's so man, you talk about flavor. It's so good.
Is that from the Sizzler?
Yeah, okay. That's from Kobe, son. This fool said the Sizzler. That's my man's Paul. Paul, that is legit the best thing you ever said. Oh, I'm done with y'all. I am done. Yes, that's that's my photo. That was from me on my birthday back when I was in Kobe. She's tripping. I thought we was friends. I'm not talking to Eden no more. Hey, Paul, how you ban somebody from this? Paul coming after you, Eden.
Right click.
All right, gang. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have fun. Yeah, I'll see you next. Don't forget, next week we have the demo, but then after the demo, we also have the affiliate showgram, which will be popping off in the Discord. So you're going to want to make sure that you have access to the Discord. You're already up in there. You're doing all of the things right. If not, Paul will kick you down the link. Look, I could even drag one of these over here. Man, that scroll will be scrolling for minutes. It's kind of funny. So that's next Friday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern in time. Boom. All right, gang. We out like shout. I will see y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Paul and Luis. It was actually cool to show someone how to do the remote thing.
My pleasure. It was fun to take a break from editing just to kind of get the juices flowing.
There you go. Appreciate you. And thank you, Wool Patch. Now I have to rearrange all my windows back to nice. No, I appreciate you. You guys rock, man. I tell you, we got the best community in the business. Aloha, folks. Have a fantastic weekend.
Coming straight out of Ecamm. This is a jam for the Ecamm fam.